Hey lovies, this is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. Happy Saturday. Hope that you guys are all doing great. Hope you guys are prepared for the blizzard and all that stuff for those of you who are going to be getting impacted by that. So, yeah, I hope I have enough food. We shall see. But anywho, again, welcome. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. And I hope that you like what you see here and decide to stick around and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, hit that like button, be active in the chat, all those great things that help support the channel. um, hey girl, what's up my love? One of my soulies slash sisters up in the building. Check her out, the Phoenix Priestess over here. Amazing reader and amazing person. Very grateful for her. And those of you who have already been rocking with your girl, like my girl here, um, you guys are the best, and I'm so grateful for you guys. So, yes, stay tuned and let's see what's going on. So, as you guys saw, this is a collective message tonight, um, and I was taking a nap, and then I was like, "Ooh, mermaids." And when I woke up, I was like, "Ooh, I should do a mermaid oracle reading that I haven't done in a while." So without further ado, let's get started. Um, hey Sarah, how are you? When am I doing the free readings? In terms of personals, I'm not sure yet to be honest with you, but those are gonna be coming up soon. I've actually been working on like a schedule and stuff, so I'm just trying to figure out what best day to do it. Like, energy wise, what is the best day? Like Saturdays, I don't always have free time. Sundays definitely not. So during the week will probably be one of the best days. Actually, how about you guys give some suggestions of during the week what would be a good day you think to watch, or to be a part of and partake in the free personal readings on here. Um, Give me a day and maybe I can work a schedule out doing that, because I'm one of those people where I need to be concrete about things sometimes, but sometimes I do things on a whim. I'm very very strange. um, but with certain things I like to be like structured. So maybe if there's like a certain day that works best for you guys, I can implement that. We shall see. Let's see what you guys say though. All right, Spirit. We're gonna get started, guys. Spirit, may let positive energy into this reading for the collective. Show the collective what they need to see at this time for their highest good. I keep seeing the divine masculine card as I'm shuffling. That's interesting. Let's see what it's about. I also saw sacrifice. Let's get maybe 3 more shuffles. All right, let's get started, guys. All right, so here on the bottom of the deck, we have Coral's wisdom, colony, delicacy, fragility, works that are created over great periods of time. Interesting. So, with your I'm hearing the word struggles. With your struggles have come lessons, and with those lessons also come blessings. And it takes time, right? We want things to be done in a certain amount of time, or we, constantly um, put things off, or we want things to happen when we want it to happen. It doesn't work like that. Good things come to those who, I'm hearing all the cliches, divine timing. Like I'm hearing all of that type of stuff. But yeah, it's definitely giving though. Like, you've been through a lot, and you're just, it's time to kind of apply those lessons and understand that again, behind all of those, lessons and things like that, there are blessings behind them. It's not just going to be, something that just wasted your time. There will be something that comes of these different things. Everybody's been through different stuff, so take the message as it resonates. But that's what I'm getting so far. That's just at the bottom of the deck, so let's see what else comes up. Okay. Well, girl, you could always just reach out to me directly for a reading. You know that. We got fertility, potential, powerful creative energy, and initiation energy. This technically came out in the reverse. So it could be like you're ready to give birth to something new. I'm getting like a new version of yourself. I heard infantile. It could be like the beginning stages of something. I'm even seeing like the Fool card as I'm, talking about it. So this could be like something brand spanking new that you're about to kind of step into, like uncharted territory type of thing. Something that you're not really aware of yet because you haven't done it. So it's a little bit, it might be kind of scary, but they're also letting you know like you have so much more power than you give yourself credit for. So, give yourself that sense of grace as you navigate this new thing, these new lessons that are being applied. I'm getting something along those lines. Yeah, we have contromancy, seashell divination, wisdom of the shells. Some of you guys might actually want to get into learning about that. I actually want to get into learning about that myself. It's kind of cool. I don't think there's any readers. I don't think I've seen any readers that do that. We have sisterhood here. It says friendship, allies, compatible souls, loyalty, joy and delight. So this could be a time to kind of rely on like your soul tribe during this time. Some of your people in your soul tribe, I can speak on this, might also be kind of on a certain spiritual path at the same time as well. Hey, Kush, how are you? I think that's what your name is. Or Kush? I'm sorry if I'm saying your name wrong. Welcome. But don't flood, please do not flood the chat. Please don't flood the chat. We have endurance, keep going. Yeah, I'm getting like, this might be getting support from your your soul sisters or just your soul tribe, that kind of thing. All right, Spirit, tell us more. Let's get maybe like 3 or 4 more from here, and then we're gonna dive a little bit deeper, no pun intended, to see what's going on with you. All right, so we have beauty. I just heard beauty is her name. Beauty is her name. Grace, loveliness, integrity of form and spirit. I'm getting a couple things. Accepting yourself for who you are. And I'm also getting accepting, the beauty behind all the scars, all the lessons, so on and so forth. Um, which I really like. Yeah, and I'm getting definitely, there is grace here, and I was getting like moving with grace a little bit ago. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate it. Hope you stick around. So yeah, I'm also kind of getting like I'm getting body image. Maybe learning how to accept things about yourself that you have a hard time accepting. That seems very specific. That's not gonna be for everybody. But some of you guys might be kind of learning how to do that. Like maybe there's new things about your body that you haven't fully accepted or something like that. Um, like I said, that seems very, very specific. But yeah, I'm getting something along with, yeah, because then we also have the mirror here on the top of the deck. Go figure. Know thyself, self-examination, and seeing who you really are. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. This is as the title indicates. This is just a general collective reading for you guys. Using Mermaid Oracle cards. Very cool deck. If you would like to stay around, you can. If not, perfectly understandable. If it's not your cup of tea, farewell to the moon. Appreciate, yes, see, look at that. Appreciate and enjoy the lunar light and cycles. That definitely kind of goes back to what I was saying, right? Having a sense of appreciation for the different phases of things that you've been going through, and seeing the beauty in them. Very interesting so far. I hate commercials. I have to sign into my other account on my smart TV because it always does this. It's very annoying. Because it's not supposed to do that, but sometimes I'm signed into my other accounts. I have like 3 accounts. And one of them I pay for, which I should not get charged. I shouldn't have to deal with commercials. We have endurance. I saw this like 3 times now. Keep going. I'm getting like, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. Some of you guys might like Finding Nemo. I love that movie. It makes me cry every time because I'm a pansy. But yeah, I heard swimming against the current. Yeah, sometimes taking the path of least resistance sometimes feels like the way to go, but in this case, sometimes it's better to go against the current, and there could be a reward at the end of that. All right, let's get 1 or 2 more from here. Adrift. Here we go. Letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. So this is about surrendering control. I'm getting surrendering control, letting spirit take over at this time. And that's why they're saying, like, keep going, right? Don't give up, because it's easy to kind of lose faith when you don't know what's going to come of your circumstances. But they're definitely letting you know that, if you just rely on them, yep, exactly, let go and let God. Exactly. On the bottom of the deck, we have energy, field adjustment, aura cleansing, and health. It technically was in the reverse. I just flipped the deck because it was upside down. So there could be this energy that you still do have to kind of clear out some stuff and release. Interestingly enough, the last reading I did for you guys was the pick an emoji reading, which was really fun, and it was for shadow work. And that energy is all about letting go. So when I was cleansing before I got on here, I noticed like the energy was very light, and I was very happy about that. That means a lot of you guys, you got your message, and you were able to start working on that sense of releasing and surrendering. Hey Lati, what's up? I know, because you're gonna be going live soon, right? I'm gonna try to cut it a little bit short today, because I could go on and on. Maybe not like you and Veronica, but I'll be up here for a while too. So I'm gonna try to make it like within an hour, 45 minutes type of thing. Because I do know that you're going on, and I want to make sure I pop in on there. Top of the deck, we have Atlantis, rapid development, excellence, and success. Yes, that's here on the top of the deck. So you guys are definitely growing and changing, but it does come with a cost, and that cost is releasing the things that no longer serve you. Sometimes it's hard to let go of things that are not the best for us out of a sense of comfort and complacency, but we got to do what we got to do for ourselves when it comes to change, and change is the only constant, so just keep that in mind too. Excuse me. We got farewell to the moon again here in the middle of the deck, which is about appreciating the different phases and cycles of life. All right, so let's get one more from here. I like this reading so far. This is nice. All right. So we have, as we talked about sacrifice, look at that. It's here. And I saw it while I was shuffling before. I mentioned it. There are those worth making, and there are those that will destroy you. So, sometimes, we sacrifice ourselves, and that is not something that we should do. A lot of things come with sacrifices, but sacrificing yourself in the process, that's not one of them, or it shouldn't be. And there are the ones that, come again with that sense of reward. So that's where using our intuition comes in. That's where, allowing the Most High to come in and help guide us during the process also comes in. That's why surrendering control is so important. I'm getting karmic lessons, especially with the number 11 on here. And it came out along with reflections. What you contemplate can actualize. What's funny? I just heard the word actualization this morning. I woke up at like 5 this morning and did a reading for myself, and I kept hearing self-actualization. I kept hearing that, and now it's showing up in this reading, so that's kind of interesting. Bottom of the deck, we have the return of Aphrodite, temple, birth of the goddess. Remember, I said you guys might be giving birth to a new version of yourself. That was literally the first thing I said, because the fertility card came out, but it was in the reverse. I was like, you might be giving birth to a new sense of self. Guidance, goddess energy, treating as sacred. You are sacred. Make sure you treat yourself as such, is what I'm getting. I'm hot. Wave of power, surge of power, upswing in energy, and accelerating movement. I like that. You guys are moving forward really fast. Remember, we saw that rapid development card too, right? And sisterhood. Remember, I was saying before, relying on your sisters. But yeah, I got so hot all of a sudden. Should not be this hot. Sometimes when after I cleanse and after I start reading, I get hot a lot. And I'm like, damn bitch, it's fucking winter time, and you had on a freaking fleece and flannel pants all day, and now your ass is, you got on leggings and a t-shirt, and you're burning up. How the hell you hot all of a sudden? It's crazy. But it's something to do with like whenever I go live or just read in general, I always get hot every time. And look, that's the truth before I even shuffle. All right, Spirit. Let's see. Let's get some guidance from the tarot based on the energy we're seeing so far. I'm thinking cross of truth would be good. Kind of straight to the point kind of energy to understand what's going on at this time. Very clear, accurate messages, I feel. All right, Spirit. What else does the collective need to know at this time? All right. Ooh, like that. Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of that. Okay. I can dig it. So this could be about, you guys really coming into, I heard your riches. Like, I'm getting like generational wealth. I'm getting, just great sense of abundance in general. And remember, abundance can look different for everybody, right? They're saying protect that at all costs with the Seven of Wands on the top. Yeah. Slow and steady wins the race. It might have taken a while to get to this point, but you're getting there. Remember, I was talking about like that sense of reward is coming through. It's going to take some time, All right, Spirit. So, what's the overall energy for the collective? Here's the most accurate message, please. Thank you. All right, we have the 10 of Cups. I like that. So, well, let me make sure. Usually it's a good thing, but it depends on the context. But being that we have the 10 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles that both showed up, I'm getting good energy from that. Yes, I'm getting very good energy from that. Ace of Pentacles, baby. They're talking about, wish fulfillment, right? And wealth. Rewards, the hand of the Most High, like really coming in and saying, hey, we see all your hard work, here you go, like you earned this shit. Okay. Rest assured that things will get better. You might be losing sleep or just doing a lot of overthinking and whatnot, but just make sure that you keep in mind that things are about to start looking up, and it is showing a lot in this reading. But it does, again, it comes with a sacrifice, right? And that sacrifice is going to be letting go of things that no longer serves you. When we get complacent, we stay in situations with people, so on and so forth, that we stick around way longer than we should, even when we know it isn't right. And even like when it comes to our own patterns and behaviors too, having to learn how to let those things go. Easier said than done, trust. We all go through it at some point or another. It's definitely giving me like I'm getting Hermit, I'm getting the Death card, which is not a bad card for those of you who don't know tarot. The Death card is not a bad card. It's actually a really good card. It's about transformation. I'm even getting like the Tower. It's giving like Dark Night of the Soul kind of energy for some. Yeah, you're definitely in your head a lot about this. We got the Eight of Swords here. So, don't be in your head. Rest assured that things, and have that faith and trust in the Most High that they're going to guide you throughout this process. Because it does, it is scary. And then you put things off, you prolong, the inevitable in some cases. And it's like, okay, well, these things are going to happen regardless. So it's like the least you can do is, surrender control over the situation and allow the Most High to help guide you along the way. You got your spirit guides, all that, like, who are trying to guide you and help you, but you have to be willing to listen. I heard answer the call. They said that to me this morning too. So this reading might be for me as well. In fact, I know it is, but yes, tell us more. What might be the challenge here for the collective? What else does the collective need to know, Spirit? Thank you. Okay. We have Page of Swords here. Interesting. Getting a message there. What I'm getting is like they really want you guys to start paying attention to the things that you need to walk away from. Because we have Five of Swords on the top, and we have the Eight of Pentacles on the bottom. That's about really working hard at something. And then the Justice card. Did I not say that I was getting karmic lesson type of vibes? There we go. Now it's here. So that number 11, you might be seeing like 1111 a lot. You know, some of you might have Libra in your chart. Let me know if that resonates. But yeah, it's about karmic debts being paid, and clearing that karmic board is what I'm kind of getting as well. But you have to pay attention, right? Because this is a time to, like, it's like, you know, you've learned a lot of lessons. Now it's time to apply the lessons. That's why I said even earlier in the reading, and I'm picking up on that again. You know, that hard work is paying off. Hey, Blessings, what's up, girl? Hey, girl, hey. So that's what I'm picking up on with that. So you really are going to have to kind of, you know, I heard the word studious. Kind of study yourself, right? The patterns in your life and what all of it means, and reassess some areas so that you can be able to know the things that you're meant to kind of move on from. And again, how to apply certain lessons in your life. It's easy to learn the lessons, but then that time to apply them comes up, and then a lot of us kind of, you know, we shriek a little bit. We're like, I don't know what to do from here. But yeah, this might be that time for a lot of you guys. And there's that the fears that come in, and the anxieties of, you know, what's to come, that fear of the unknown, you know, because of complacency. And I'm getting that this is the time just to pay close attention. All right, tell us more. Tell us more. What is the recent past energy for the collective? We have Four of Wands, and ironically, I was just talking about like 1111, right? Look at the Four of Wands, it's 1111. So for some of you, I'm getting a couple messages, so bear with me. For some of you, this could have to do with like a like with karmic lessons, twin flames. I'm not really picking up on that as much, to be honest, but it could be something along those lines. I'm getting more so foundational stuff though. Maybe things like with family, and that's been coming up a lot in readings lately on this channel. Really kind of doing a deep dive when it comes to belief systems and stuff like that, family traditions, things like that. Things that we kind of hold close to us and deep and near to our hearts, because we feel like we're supposed to do things a certain way, right? And that has been possibly causing some type of burden with this 10 of Wands on the bottom. Yeah, so this is a time of healing. I heard healing and restoration. So, you know, remaining hopeful in the process as well. Yeah. For some of you, it could be about partnership, because we do have the Two of Cups in the middle of the deck, but I'm not picking up on that as much as I'm picking up on the other stuff that I kind of just mentioned. But for some of you, that could be a factor that has played in terms of this sense of growth that you're starting to feel. You know, this sense of having to learn how to release certain things that no longer serve you, so on and so forth. And reevaluating maybe, you know, what your value system is when it comes to love, foundation, so on and so forth. My neighbors upstairs are fucking aggravating. They are so fucking loud. I miss my old neighbor. She was quiet as a damn church mouse, just like how we are in this damn apartment. They're so loud. One day they're gonna get cussed out. But anyway, clear my energy. But they've been pissing me off all fucking day and making so much goddamn noise, like as if other people don't live right here. It's just so rude. But anyway, tell me if you guys hate fucking loud ass neighbors too. I hope they hear me too, because I feel like they're still right by the fucking door. Ridiculous. I've been here for going on 4 fucking years. That y'all been here for a few months. Like, get your shit together. The other night they were fucking blasting music. Granted, the music was good. It was like disco music, but they were fucking. It was like a fucking disco up fucking stairs. It's like a fucking disco upstairs at fucking almost midnight. My mom, I hope she got some fucking sleep, because I'm like, goddamn, what the fuck are y'all doing up there? It's not fucking Studio 54. What the hell? What's going on? I'm so confused. During the week, mind you, not a weekend. And I hope they hear me. I don't care. So I'll fucking call the damn landlord. I try to be very diplomatic about these things, but I can't stand rude people. I just can't. Anyway. Incoming energy, the Judgment card. Yeah, you know. Remember I was saying using like your discernment and stuff like that. Here goes the judgment. So it is up to you guys, you know, ultimately of how you, you know, proceed, right? We do have free will in the matter. But you know, you can reap the rewards for your hard work and dedication in this part of the journey when you release the things that you have to release. Moving on, the chariot. Moving on with success and victory. I love this. I love this. And the justice card. Not just the justice card and not just the judgment card, but both of them motherfuckers. Those are big time major arcana. And yeah, and then with that chariot card too. Woo child. Yeah, you guys are definitely moving on in a new direction. I love to see it because it looks like it's positive stuff happening here. We're gonna definitely look a little bit deeper with some more oracle cards and stuff like that. I'm gonna probably pull from like two more decks because I know Lati's gonna be leaving soon. I want to make sure I check her out. So with that said, tell us more, Spirit. All of a sudden, I got hungry too. I was hot and now I'm hungry. All right. Look at all. Wow, man, major arcana, bro. Did I not say I was picking up on hermit vibes a little while ago? Like I saw it in my mind's eye. I was like, I feel like I'm gonna get the hermit. I was picking up on the justice card. And here we have the hermit. So, yeah. And the sun. They came out together. As my girl just said, I'm truly hopeful. Yes, exactly. And that's and the sun card I don't know why I heard remains and maintains. So I heard those words. I'm trying to say it could indicate, um, you know, a sense of having a sense of optimism. You know, the star card as well, but like the sun card is like it's the happiest card in the deck. You know, and it also represents like fertility, right? We talked about fertility earlier. You know, giving birth to something, abundance, like it represents all these positive things and you're coming out together. They're like as you work on yourself, you take that time to yourself to focus on you, and really figure out, like I said, doing that deep dive of what it is that you need to work on sacrificing. There will be a reward, and it's just a matter of keeping that optimism alive, right? Yeah, investing in yourself with the seven of pentacles here. Invest in yourself. Yeah, might have dealt with a lot of pain, a lot of heartache, a lot of sadness, disappointments with this three of swords here. But this is a time to focus on your happiness. Hey, babe. Yeah, time to let go. Releasing that those burdens. It's time to let those burdens go. Tell us more. Yep, releasing. I mean, come on. It doesn't get any more clearer than this, right? We talked about sacrificing, letting go, surrendering. That's literally what the Hanged Man represents, and that's what that is what the main message is going to be throughout this reading. This energy of sacrificing and letting go, because in order to get to this higher self, I'm hearing higher self. Ironically, I was thinking about doing a higher self reading, but I feel like it's kind of showing through in this reading, even though that's not what I ended up doing. The world of watchers. Thank you, thank you. I had to pick it out. I was a little bit mad because I had my my bonnet on earlier, but thank you for noticing. I appreciate that. But yeah, definitely about I heard support because the card here is the Seven of Pentacles here again, and that's about investing, right? Putting a lot of time and effort into something. It's time to put that time and effort into yourself, right? But then, yeah, I'm getting like this other message. Interesting. I wonder where that's going. Ooh, Temperance. Finding peace and harmony and balance within yourself. Almost all the cards that showed up, by the way, guys, are mostly major arcana. Knight of Swords, yes, seizing new opportunities in the middle of the deck there. Yeah, moving on. Let's see. I felt drawn to read from these, so let's read from these. The wisdom of the oracle here. Yes, we have, before I even shuffle or anything, we have poised here, which kind of goes back to like moving with grace, right? Yep, truth be told. um, as you navigate this part of the journey, you're gonna see a lot of things that you didn't necessarily want to see and see the truth in it. But yeah, I still move with a sense of grace and dignity. All right, let's get a few more shuffles. And then we are going to look at maybe one or two more decks, and that will be it. How are we looking on time? Should be able to pull that off. More shuffles. Thank you. All right. Milk and honey, see, like that's all those blessings get ready to come in, baby. All those blessings, you know? That rainbow over there. There's like a face in the clouds. It's like that's like the most high, like watching you guys as you've been working on yourself, and they're like, here you go. You know, and then there's the elephant in that bowl. It's about wisdom. With wisdom comes rewards, you know, especially if you actually take those lessons and apply them like we've been talking about, right? Wow. All right, so let's get like 3 or 4 from here. And I'll move on to the next deck. Some messages about maybe some healing energy. And then that probably will be it. If you guys are resonating with this message and haven't done so already, hit that like button. And if you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button, please and thank you. You can also hit the notification bell so that you know when I'm on. All right, the never-ending story. It's like a fucking cycle over and over again, right? Same shit, different day kind of thing. It's like you guys are over it. You're like, yeah, you're on the mend, right? You're on the mend. You're working on fixing yourself. It's funny because when I was doing my shadow work reading this morning at like 5 I woke up and my brain was like, go to your decks. And I was like, I feel kind of drawn to do a reading similar to what I did for the collective the other night when you guys did the pick an emoji readings. And one of the cards that came out was fixing is not healing. And I was like, wow, that's fucking deep. Because then there was another card about healing that came out literally right after. And I'm just like, oh, so y'all niggas is really calling me out right now, my spirit guides. I'm like, so y'all niggas is really calling me out right now. Y'all like telling me, get your shit together, bitch. my shadow self was definitely showing up and showing out like, look, bitch, these are things you need to work on. And I'm getting that, you know, like you guys might feel like you're on the mend, but understand that healing and fixing are two different things. This is not a fixer-upper kind of situation where you can, you know, oh wow, there's this big gaping hole in my wall. Let me freaking patch it up. No. No. We're not putting a band-aid over a big gaping wound, right? We have to start working. I'm gonna say we because I feel like I resonate with this message. We have to start understanding that we actually have to work on ourselves, not just fixer upper type of thing, but actually heal. Because that's why there's a cycle, right? This never ending story of doing the same shit over and over again. That's insanity, right? We can't keep doing that. You know, 3 when I said that, we can't keep doing that. Get off the hamster wheel, guys. The higher power is calling you in to work on something different, something new. All right. Chopped wood, or chop wood rather. Preparation for the new season. Let's get like 2 or 3 more from here, Spirit. I do hope that this message is resonating and it makes sense. I love that damn movie. Frozen is such a great movie. You're definitely a Disney girl like me. I love my Disney movies. Treasure Island. Yes. Moving on, right? It's giving like, you know, going from the rough waters to the calm waters. There's like this cute little sea turtle. I love it. So cute. And I love sea turtles. And you know, especially after we just did like the mermaid reading, right? So it kind of blends in together, you know. Just keep swimming. Yeah. There is that treasure at the end. of all of this. Just remain diligent, remain hopeful, keep working on yourself. And it's interesting too, because as I was talking about this whole healing thing, look at the deck that I felt drawn to before I even did anything, right? This was one of the decks that I picked up along the way. That's coming over here. I was like, I'm looking at the cards and I think this should be good. And I'm like, wait, no, I feel drawn to these. Lo and behold, right? So, yeah, definitely about healing. I like it. Two more from your spirit, please and thank you. Thank you. Oh, they gave me exactly two. All right, no place like home and a change in the wind. Interesting. Some of you guys might actually physically be getting ready to move. I just heard the key to the city. That's weird. Maybe you're moving to a different city or something, or like a bigger city or something like that, or moving from the city to suburbs or something. I don't know. It's gonna be different for everybody. That's not gonna resonate with everybody either. Maybe that's where that fixer upper is still coming in from too. Maybe for some of you, if you're getting like a new piece of property, you're gonna be fixing it up. Interesting. I'm getting different messages though. But yeah, no place like home. I also heard home is where the heart is. There's definitely change though, because as we're saying, change in the wind. There's five people, five lights, and that last card is number 50, which is five. So 555. And then a change in the wind. Those came out together. So very interesting. So there are some changes happening, right? But I'm also getting distancing yourself from things that no longer serve you. It's giving me like Three of Wands kind of energy. And it didn't show up in this reading, but I'm kind of seeing it. And yeah, so they might be saying, as you would learn how to distance yourself from the things that no longer serve you, make those inevitable changes, allow it to happen. Um, that's where you're gonna start to see a lot of changes kind of, take shape in your life. It's gonna be a very transformative time. Yeah, clean it up. Look, we got that three energy again here too. So some of you guys might be seeing the number three a lot as well. Again, threes, fives, six. I know that Allie did just say she saw 444 on the clock, and look, number four could be represented. Getting represented now too. So co-create. Ooh, I like that. I'm getting like co-create with spirit. I'm getting co-create with spirit. Spirit is like, look, you got this little. It's interesting. You got this little egg here, or this big egg, really. But you got this egg. I feel like that's you guys. Remember, we were talking about that fertility, and then you got that. Like it's almost like steps to this, right? This is like the infantile version of yourself, and then you started to gain the knowledge, and now you're like the king or queen of your castle. Like you know what the hell you need to do, but and you're like the head honcho, but you need that guidance, right? And that guidance comes with allowing for the higher power to take over, letting that higher power take over, like we were talking about earlier. Yeah, truth be told, another owl here. Some of you guys might really like owls, or you might be seeing them like in pictures and stuff like that. Very interesting. Excuse me. I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Rix. This is a collective message, hun. Um, so you can stick around if you'd like, but I'm not answering personals at this time. But thank you for popping in. If you would like to stick around, I would greatly appreciate it. If not, perfectly understandable. But if you wouldn't mind, you can still subscribe and then hit that notification bell so that you know when I just do start doing the personals again. Because those are going to be coming soon. I've been working on a schedule. I was telling the collective earlier of things I want to do like throughout the week. Because I want to start being more active on here. Ooh, that looks good. My fat ass should not have looked up to see this. Ooh, child. They got the famous bowls, like different versions of it now. Oh, from KFC. My fat ass didn't need to see that. Imagine. Imagination. I also just heard Imagine by John Lennon. Imagine all the people living life in peace. Ooh, you may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. Shut up. But yeah, some of you guys might be John Lennon fans. I know I am. Love the Beatles. I love John Lennon. That's my boy. We have loyal heart here. So many fucking owls. I'm kind of getting like, this seems like slightly separate, but like if one of the things that has been one of the things you had to kind of learn a lot from was love. And again, like kind of navigating that part of yourself again when it comes to what it is that you really want in terms of connections and relationships, so on and so forth. You know, loyalty being one of the big things. I feel like you guys are very, very loyal. And you're hoping to have that same thing. And you're like, just kind of, keep that like looking beyond the horizon of what you like. I'm getting like your wildest dreams are about to become a reality even past those things, and you're going to be like, whoa. Don't limit yourself is what I'm kind of getting. When it comes to like manifesting and stuff, manifest like the most outlandish shit and just be like, this is what I want and this is what I'm gonna accept. Okay, not don't go too crazy. Still be within reason, but set your sights high is what I'm kind of getting, right? Like don't accept breadcrumbs from nobody, including yourself, right? This is a time to also be loyal to yourself. Yep, happy here on the top of the deck. Happy joy, happy joy. Number 8 showing up. Happy joy, happy joy. Happy joy. Choose yourself in the process. Fork in the road. Choose yourself. Be loyal to yourself. Wow. One more. I like that. Way too many cards, Spirit. Way too many. We can't take all those. Let's see. Spirit's like, oh, got a lot to stay now. Well, okay, I hear you. We hear you. They're like, yep, I'm getting like, for those of you who, again, this is like more like a love related kind of thing for you. And it's going to be about anything, honestly. Again, setting your sights higher. Sit down and write down what it is that you want. Journal. Journaling is definitely one of those kind of things where it can allow you to let your imagination run wild, Let your imagination run wild when it comes to what you want, whatever that is. Like I want this type of job, I want this type of career, I want this type of home, I want this type of relationship, with myself, I want this type of relationship with my friends and family, I want this when it comes to romance. Like really set your sights high and allow it to just come through. Writing down things is a great manifestation tool for sure. All right. Got somebody in here. I can't really see. So I'm like, Theodora. It's a pretty name, Theodora. Hi, welcome. All right, what we got here? Yeah, chaos and conflict. They're like, you gotta get past that shit. No more of that. All done. Building blocks. But I am also getting like the chaos and it's giving me Tower Moments type shit. Like that chaos and conflict, especially with building blocks here, it's the Tower. When you understand that all the shit that falls apart around you, I'm getting like Kanye West, when it all falls down, telling you when it all falls down. Yeah, take a nap. It's time to rest. You might have to take a moment of, resting. We did see the 4 of Swords show up earlier in the tarot portion. So, you might have to take time to yourself. We also have the Hermit here. You're going to have to take that time to yourself to put those pieces back together, right? And rise above your circumstances. So whatever those circumstances are, leg up, right? So it gives you a leg up on the competition. It gives you a leg up. And the competition is like, I'm saying it figuratively, like not actual competition, but like the only competition is yourself. Look at it like that. Look at yourself in the mirror every day and be like, I'm going to be a better version today of myself than I was yesterday. And just keep doing that. Give yourself that leg up. Okay, Spirit. Spirit is like, yep, that's what they want. That's what they need to know. You are the competition. You are in competition with yourself. You're going to become a better version of who you were yesterday and the day before that and the day before that. You're just going to keep on growing and expanding from there. Ha! Birth mysteries. What are you being called to create? Did we not talk about creation and doing something new? Goes right back to that very first card that we pulled. Can't make it up even if you wanted to. Wow. The pink dolphin. Celebration, fun, unbridled joy, and open heart. But it's in the reverse. So it's kind of giving me like you guys need to learn how to celebrate all your victories. And you guys might be the types of people, myself included, who you beat yourself up a lot. You don't really allow yourself to, step into your greatness and really appreciate all the parts of yourself, which is why I was picking up on that whole like when this card came out, where is it? Beauty. You know, I channeled Beauty by Drew Hill. Like, you got to recognize the beauty in your circumstances and the beauty within yourself during this process, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and just know that there's something beautiful in all parts of yourself. um Recognize that. Stop being so down on yourself. For those of you who are resonating, like, I know like not everybody's gonna be like beating themselves up constantly, but a lot of people do, and this is something to work on. I'm proud of you, sis. Really proud of you. Because like I I've been wanting to explore TikTok, but I'm like nervous about it for some reason. I'm not sure why. So I'm gonna have to pick your brain about that. The sirens. Use your voice. Expansion and freedom. Come on now, spirit. Coming back full circle with these last cards, by the way. Because these are things that we kind of already were talking about, right? And also like kind of being called to do something. I'm also getting like sirens, that's not what they did, right? The mythical creatures, like they would call, people. So mother of the salt waters, passion, wild love, open your heart, let love in. Interesting. All right, spirit. So let's get like maybe 3 from here. I think I'm gonna pull from one more card and that'll be the end of the reading. Hey, Rennie Ram, what's up, mama? You're done with your nap? Okay. I like it. All right, we have Lady of the Lake. New beginnings. Something is about to happen. Absolutely. 100%. And we also have 4747 I looked up. So we were talking about getting that 1111 energy, and it's showing up again. We also have plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. And then Ali, you just said something in the chat. You had said something about it is time. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it and dive in. This came out in the reverse. It was like this. I flipped it. Those came out together, and they're like, there are new beginnings about to happen, but you have to be able to take that leap, right? I was picking up on the Fool vibe earlier, and now it's showing up, that type of energy, right? So the Fool didn't actually show up, but we were picking up on that energy way earlier, and now we have it again. So it's just about going and taking the risk, and again, with the risks comes the reward. Just make sure that you use your intuition and you make the right choices, right? And the right risks, making calculated risks. We're taking calculated risks, I should say. Let it go. Release the past, forgive, soften, move forward. Hasn't everything been about releasing? We had sacrifice, we had the hanged man, we had like all these different cards that were representing letting go. So, excuse me. So, adrift from the other card, which was talking about letting, surrendering and letting the Most High help you. So, I mean, come on, everything coming back full circle. I love when this happens. That's why I like to end with like these types of cards, because everything that we talked about usually comes right back around, and it's like a little cute little bow at the end of the reading to put everything together. So yeah, it's very calculated the way I read. Like I let spirit control obviously, but like at the same time, like I'm a conduit basically for spirit to, you know, with the cards to read through me and deliver the message, and it's up to me to decipher it. But at the same time, I am still somewhat systematic about how I do it. I definitely have like a system of how I like to read. Sometimes I just let spirit just completely take over, but there's other times where I'm like, okay, wait, hold up, let me you know, finagle this a little bit, just a little bit. All right, the sweet waters, sensuality. This is in the reverse, ironically, just like the placement of that fertility card from earlier. Listen to this: sensuality, romance, enjoyment, fertility, and balance. This was also in the reverse. Yeah, all coming back full circle, giving birth to something new. For some of you, could be giving birth to, you know, um, even, you know, opening up to love again. That's going to be different for everybody, so when you take it if it resonates. um I'm also getting like um becoming one with your body, like in a way of like in terms of sensuality, right? Remember we were talking about like maybe something, because I did pick up on something like with body image and stuff like that, being able to appreciate everything about your vessel, your physical vessel, and inside as well. um Remember, there's a Lativa would, you know, agree. There's a big difference. Hi, Mama. Between sensuality and sexuality, those are not the same, right? Um, and being able to recognize the difference. Maybe that's one of the things that you're working on. Maybe, and oh, I just got a little loopy when I said that. Like there could be confirmation there. I got hot again all of a sudden too. I was feeling a little bit cooler. So you know, maybe there's going to be something very sensual going to happen. I don't know. I just got a little hot. So that's interesting there. Stagnant waters, feeling stuck. Maybe I'm getting there could be a possibly a blockage. That's what I'm picking up on now. There could be a blockage when it comes to the root and or sacral chakra is what I just picked up on. Stagnant waters, feeling stuck, a call for shifts, flow, and change. So you know both cards talked about like, or I'm picking up, even though it doesn't say flow on here, like you could see like these waters are flowing around her, right? And they're on the lower part of her body, right? It's very interesting. I'm just paying attention to the imagery in a way because like I'm just picking up on different things. So, you know, only take the messages as they resonate, of course. Um, we have water codes. Friend, did you just knock down that whole deck? Water codes. Ancient wisdom. We talked about wisdom before. Um, the intelligence is within you. Exactly. Remember, I was talking about those lessons that have been learned and having to learn how to apply them. There you go. Cleansing, yes, releasing the old, energetic, tune up, and new beginnings. So a lot of stuff about new beginnings, but first you have to clean up your act, right? We had that clean it up card from the other deck, so it's like it's all coming back. So, is there a Celine Dion song like that? Yes, I believe it's Celine Dion. Um, it's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. I don't remember all the words, but that one's like really old. I don't remember the words. I haven't heard that song in forever. It's all coming back to me. That was a good one though. I love me some Celine Dion. All right, Spirit. So to close out this reading, let's get maybe 3 messages from this deck here. Just realized there's a couple cards that were not in the deck. Happy I looked down. Let's see. This deck feels kind of thin. I hope this is all of them. Hope we didn't like fall somewhere because I don't have them wrapped up with anything. It won't be the first time that that's happened. All right. Gateway. I'm getting like gateway to happiness, you know, crossing over into like this, yeah, this new territory as we were talking about earlier. There's a unicorn here and mountains. Let's get 3 from here, Spirit. Close out for the collective, please and thank you. This was a good reading. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. It's definitely felt very hopeful and powerful and positive. You guys are doing some amazing things, and I will say I'm very proud of you, and I know your spirit guides are for sure. Um, so everything that you've been doing, you're on the right path. Just keep on, having that sense of faith and trust in the process. I know it's one of those, very cliche things, right? Faith in the process, yes, because they're like, it's time to believe in miracles, and the miracle is you. I said that when I said it initially. Of course, now the time has changed, but it did say 5505. Remember, we're talking about picking up on that 555 energy. So change is in the air, and that's going to allow for you to be able to come towards your inner peace. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. Wonders. I love this card. I mean, I love all these cards, but this one always, for some reason, whenever I see that card, let me explain my rationale. Whenever I see this card, it's definitely giving me like healing energy, right? But I'm also picking up on this energy of feeling like broken, right? Or in pieces, so to speak. This is how you feel. You feel maybe fragmented, but the thing is, you're still very much whole, right? Remember, we were talking about that energy of mending versus healing, or fixing versus healing. Like, there. I heard wonderment. Like, there's so much, wonderment within yourself. You have to just recognize it. Like that amethyst there, whether it's shattered into a gazillion pieces or not, like that still holds the same exact properties that it will hold whether it's whole or not. So just understand that, yes, sometimes you might feel a little bit broken or whatever, feel like you have to piece yourself back together, but you are still very much whole. You are working on yourself, you are healing, and just keep on that path and just keep that same mindset throughout the process. You're not broken. One more from here, Spirit, to close up. Thank you. Healing chaos. You can't make it up. Talk about healing. Yes, but look, isn't it all about transformation? I was picking up on very, very much earlier. I was talking about like Tower, and Tower did show up. I was like, I was getting back to Tower. Well, no, it didn't show up. But we picked up on that energy. It didn't actually show up in the reading though. But we were picking up on like the Tower and the Hermit, and then the Hermit did show up. That's when that showed up. And you know, when you look at this card, and I also picked up on the Death card. When you look, you see this chaos happening, right? Which is that storm. But at the same time, there's a transformation happening with those butterflies there, right? So this is a very transformative time in your life. You are on the up and up when it comes to this healing process and journey. Stillness, practice a sense of stillness, right? Be able to be one with yourself. That's that hermit. When you understand the importance of being able to just, I just saw a post, this guy Rel, that I've known him for a minute, and he's changed so much because like now he's like so spiritual, and he's on his path and he's helping other people, and it's really cool to see like a black man on that spiritual path. You know what I mean? Doing something completely different. Like he used to be a drinker, like heavy drinker and stuff. Like he's on the right path. He's a vegan now. He doesn't drink. Like very spiritual, really, really, like he has a garden, like all these cool things. And he's posting content, but he's also a comedian, so he's funny as hell at the same time. But like there's times where he posts more serious things. He was talking about isolation. He was saying how you know I, like the third eye, and then soul, being one with your soul and nation. There's something happening, there's a process happening, and it's you know it's ongoing. So there's this process with the soul that's happening on like internally that you have to be part of. And I was like, that you're becoming one with, and I'm like, damn, that shit's powerful. That was right before I came on here. So yeah, I wonder if I could share that on YouTube. I think I can. I don't see why not. It's from Facebook, but I think I should be able to post that. But anywho, yeah, what's in the middle? Flow. Go with the flow. We talked about flow, being in a flow like state before. So it's all, again, all coming back full circle, right? So with all that said, loves, I really hope that you guys got something out of this. If you are new and haven't done so already, definitely subscribe. Um, so on and so forth. I greatly appreciate that. Hit that notification bell so that you know when I'm on here. I am about to possibly come up with like a schedule, or well, I started working on it, but like a schedule for me to be more active on here, because I feel like when I have something concrete, I'm a little bit more uh, ready to do it. Like if I schedule something, I have to do it. I just can't not do it. So I think that might be a way for me to help myself be accountable so I could be on here more, because I definitely love doing this and I love you guys. So yeah, we're gonna make this, happen, Captain. I just got my new business cards for my tarot services too. I'm about to start doing what I need to do all over again, you know, because I've been called to do it. I'm answering the call like we talked about earlier. So with all that said, loves, enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Maybe I'll pop in again tomorrow. We shall see. If I don't have to work tomorrow, because I have a feeling that we're not gonna have work, being that there's a whole blizzard happening and stuff. So maybe I'll pop in. And if not, you know, I will talk to y'all soon. So until next time, you know, especially if you guys are going to be going through that blizzard, stay safe. Make sure you have your groceries and all of that, so on and so forth, and water, blah, 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 blah. And until next time, I love you. Have a great rest of your evening. I'm about to go check out Lati at Tears and Wheat Tarot Show. Check her out. I love you guys. Good night.